Welcome everybody, it's Jeremy Indica, and I want to do another one of these videos where I give my opinions on one of the questions that I asked recently on social media. Now, I really enjoy thinking about these questions and coming up with these questions because they really make me think, and hopefully the people who are following think as well. They're often questions that are a bit tricky, that are a bit definitely challenging, definitely interesting to think. Actually, I would say interesting to think about in your own head and try to work out what side of the fence that you sit on, if any side. I also hope that these questions are interesting for people to maybe talk to friends and or family about, or run them past friends or family and see what they're thinking. So this question was released last week, and the question is, at what age does it become weird that a man is watching teen porn? And then in brackets, 18/19-year-olds having sex. Just a big shout out to Maria, who did the graphics for this. We're really working hard together to improve the graphics of my post to make it more eye-catching for people who are scrolling through their news feed and hopefully grab people's attention. I'm really pleased with the graphics on this one. I think it's really, really great. Maria has done a great job. So the response for the post was incredible. So much more of an interaction than what I had on my last post, which was is a paedophile born with this evil in them? You can check that out on my previous video. So this question, let's get into this. I want to try and give some of my opinions or my thoughts and just really think this one through. So on purpose I've put in brackets 18-19-year-olds having sex because I didn't want anybody to think that we were talking about illegal porn. We are talking about the teen porn category that is available for everybody to view on porn websites such as Pornhub.com, the one that everybody knows about, and it's free for everybody to access. When did I start thinking about this question? And you know what? It's when I started talking more about porn on my platforms, then when I would go then to watch it, I started looking at it from a different angle, like a different view. I started seeing videos with titles like Babysitter, or My Daughter's Best Friend, or I don't know, My First Time, or and the thumbnails on these images were of teenagers, 18-19-year-olds. Of course, it's the teen category, so the actors who are playing the characters are playing the characters of 18 and 19-year-olds because it's teen porn. Sometimes thumbnails would catch my eye because it was very distasteful, because actually you can see that the character is very purposely being portrayed as a very young girl. Like the room setup was of a young girl's room setup. It was just distasteful. So I started thinking, well, would it be weird for me to click on those teen videos? I'm 35. And then I started thinking, well, an 18-year-old and 19-year-old, to me, is a very young person. Um, Shout out to all that. Excuse me. Shout out to all the 18 and 19-year-olds. I'm not disrespecting you, but being 35 years old, when I think back at myself as an 18, 19-year-old, I think that I was very, very, very young, very still. It's very difficult to explain because what I want to say is very immature but that's not right because that's pretty disrespectful. I would say still very, very young. Not so much life experience. Still trying to find their way in a big way. So, would it be weird for me to click on teen porn videos and watch 18 and 19-year-old girls having sex? I'm going to say, yeah, that would be pretty weird, I think. I'm sure. It's so tough. It's so tough. It's so tough because it's legal. Yeah? That age is legal. There's nothing against the law to stop you or prevent you or show shame on you for watching teen porn videos. Doesn't matter how old you are or having sex with an 18 or 19-year-old. So, I wrote the question. It got me thinking about. I put myself in the position and got me thinking about it. Then I started thinking about, what happens if your dad was watching teen porn? Let's say you are a 18-year-old and your dad is watching girls have sex that are your age, your friends' ages. Is that weird? Now, I'm going to say I would say the majority of people will say that's weird. In fact, I'd say nearly every teenager of 18 and 19-year-olds thinking about their dad watching porn videos of the age that they are, I think everybody would say that's weird. Then we think about 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds who are watching porn, watching 18, 19-year-olds having sex. Is weird. So I put the question out there. And I put in the caption, actually. I wrote a caption. I wasn't going to write a caption, but then I thought I should write a caption just to encourage the conversation a little more, because what I didn't want is I wanted the best response I could get. So I just put in the caption, 30 years old, question mark, 40 years old, question mark, 50 years old, question mark, just to get people actually thinking about numbers. There was, on Instagram and Facebook, where most of my following is, there was over 40 comments. Very interesting to read. If you missed the post or you haven't read the comments, go check it out. Actually, what's really encouraging is there was actually conversations within their own people having their own conversations within the comments. This is one of the big goals of my work that I'm doing. One of the things I'm trying to move towards is actually opening discussion amongst us all about tough topics and grey areas. The majority, that's not the majority. There were a number of comments just straight out explaining or giving their opinion that porn is disgusting, we should get rid of it, it's creepy, and it's, the more I do this work, the more I think, it's a valid point. One person commented saying, expressing how they found it disgusting and weird that you would watch somebody else have sex and get off on it. But then somebody else commented saying porn can be very hot and actually can be an addition to a couple's sex life. And that's nice, because we have two opinions that are opposing. One person is saying they think it's disgusting and anybody watching it is disgusting. Creepy was a word that was used on a lot of comments. And then you have another opinion saying that it can be used as an addition to add to a couple's sex life. Apologies, it's so difficult. Some of these things are so difficult to explain or even just to articulate. I'm trying my best. There were comments saying if you were old enough to be the person's parents in the video, that's weird. There were some people saying if you're 25, if you're 25 and over, that's weird. So yeah, I would say there's more people thinking porn is creepy, disgusting, and weird than anything else. What really gets me is as I just said earlier, is the now I'm thinking more about porn and its effects and its influence on people. The more I'm looking at it from a subjective view, I always think about when I was younger and started developing and getting curious about sex, 12, 13, 14 years old. There was no phone then. There was no internet then even. No, there definitely wasn't porn like there is now. But I wonder what effect it's having on somebody's mind growing up with it in your back pocket with the porn sites not having any restriction on them. And you know what? I wasn't going to do this because I wasn't sure whether it's going to work. But let's do it and I'll edit it out if it doesn't work. How about I actually go onto a porn website now and we just click on the teen category and we just so we can elaborate on what we're talking about, we could just check out what kind of videos we're looking at in the teen category. So let's just see how that goes. Just give me 1 second and I will load it and I'll be back. Okay, so I have gone onto Pornhub.com and I've clicked teen. I've searched for teen, and this is the type of thing that we're getting in the teen porn category. The first video. 18-year-old super petite newbie. Next video. I fuck my 18-year-old stepsister whenever I want. Next video. Bratty sis. Stepbrother fucks stepsister. Okay. Do we need to do any more of those? Probably not. You can see just by the screen how mad it is that anybody can access any porn material when you're any age. But more crazy is back to the question that we're trying to answer. Would you think some of those videos would be weird that a 50-year-old man is watching? And I'm not trying to say, when I say weird, I'm not trying to say it's wrong, like it's illegal, because it's not. I'm not trying to attack anybody. And you know what? I did put this on my my Instagram story, because once I posted it, I didn't want anybody to think that I was attacking them for watching teen porn. Who am I to say to anybody that watching teen porn is wrong? Because it is legal, and if that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not here to come at anybody. I just wanted to bring this topic to discussion and say, if you're 50 years old and you're watching 18-year-olds having sex, is that a bit weird? If you're 40-year-old, if you're 35 years old and your daughter's at 18, but you're watching, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure actually whether we got anywhere with this discussion. I'm trying to do more of these videos. I'm trying to be clearer in the way I speak. I'm trying to be more concise in the way I speak. I feel like I've waffled a lot in this one, but anyway, we just go for it, right? And we just do more of these. More questions coming up in the posts in social media. If you're not on my social media, come and join in, come and comment on the post, come and join the discussion. We're really trying to get this thing moving, and yeah, I think that will do us.